Draw My Life, The Evolution of Life. Hello, today we will be explaining the evolution of the classification of life by Luis Enamorado, Luis Velázquez, Jana Roman, and Daniela Palacio. Domains. The three types of domain are archaea, its kingdom of archaebacteria, its ancient bacteria. It doesn't have a nucleus, either a membrane. It lives in harsh environments. Some examples are methanogens, which consist of sewage treatment plants, and halophiles, found in salty water, thermoacidophiles, found in hot springs or geysers that are acid. What makes this domain unique is that they have unique properties which separate them from the other two domains. Eubacteria. Its kingdom is Eubacteria. Its true bacteria. Some examples are bacteria and cyanobacteria. Some may cause disease, found in all habitats except harsh ones. It is an important decomposer for environment. Also, it's commercially important in making cottage cheese, yogurt, and buttermilk. What makes this domain unique is the ribosomes it contains. It can help create antibiotics. Eukarya. This domain has a cell membrane and consists of four kingdoms: Plantae, Animalia, Fungi, and Protists. What makes this domain unique is that they have cells containing a nucleus and a membrane. They contain organelles surrounded by the nucleus. They are reproduced by mitosis and meiosis. Some examples are plants and animals. Kingdoms. These are the four kingdoms of the domain Eukarya. The kingdom Plantae. They are multicellular, make their own food, absorb sunlight to make glucose. Some examples are palm trees, flowering plants, and orchids. What makes this kingdom unique is that they have the ability to grow by cell division. The kingdom Animalia. They are multicellular animals, ingestive heterotrophs. They consume food and digest inside their bodies. They feed on plants or animals. Some examples are vertebrates, amphibians, and reptiles. What makes this kingdom unique is that they have multiple mitochondrial cells and depend on organisms for food. The kingdom Fungi. They are multicellular except for yeast. Digest food outside their body and then absorb it. Consist of mushrooms and yeast. What makes this kingdom unique is that they are heterotrophic. Kingdom Protista. Mostly are unicellular, but algae is multicellular. Consists of protozoans, algae, red algae, and dinoflagellates. What makes this kingdom unique is that they can't be classified as plants, animals, nor fungi, since they are eukaryotic.
This drawing shows a progression of the four types of plant phyla and the evolutionary time. The four main types of phyla are Bryophyta. This drawing represents the reproduction, which they reproduce asexually. They have rhizoids, thallus, a flower that represents the male sex organs, and another in the position of female sex organs, a capsule and a capsule lid. They include mosses and liverworts, simplest land plants, similar to plants that colonized land 400 years ago. They are small and grow in damp places because they have no vascular system to carry water, reproduce by way of spores, and are contained in capsules or small stacks above plants, no cuticle, and absorb water across their whole surface. Some examples are liverworts, hornworts, and mosses. Liverworts have flattened structures called thallus, and mosses have simple small leaves. Coniferophyta. This drawing represents its reproduction. First, the pollen spreads through the air. Second, sperm fertilizes egg cell. Third, egg cell grows into seed. Fourth, the seed grows into a new plant. They also produce seeds found in cones on the branches. Most have needle-like leaves to reduce water loss, have vascular tissue, do not produce flowers, reproduce with seeds inside cones. Some examples are shrubs, trees, pine trees, fire, and cedar conifers. Conifers are wind-pollinated plants. Phylloxenophyta. This drawing shows its reproduction. First we have a new fern, then the fern spores and an adult fern is created. They also have roots, stems, and leaves, and possesses internal structures. Because of woody tissue, some tree ferns grow to 5 meters in height. Some have fibrous roots, and others produce an underground stem called rhizomes. reproduce by producing spores. They have a vascular system. Some examples are club mosses, horsetails, and ferns. Angiospermophyta. This drawing shows its structure, which consists on a stigma, style, filament, articulation, pedicel, stamen, which has microsporangium, and an anther. They also have an ovary and an oval. Range from small, low-lying plants to large trees. All have flowers which produce pollen. They all produce seeds which are associated with a fruit or nut. They have a vascular system, reproduces with seeds inside fruit. Some examples are flowering plants pollinated by wind or animals. The 7 animal phylums are Porifera. This drawing shows its structure, which consists on an epidermis, spongicle, porocytes, and a mesohyl. It drags water out of the osculum and has water flow. Different types of cell, but not real organization in tissue and no clear symmetry. All are aquatic and may produce a skeleton of calcium carbonate cell silicon. They pump water through numerous pores and filter out food. No nerves or muscular tissue. An example is a sponge.
Cnidaria. This drawing of the cnidaria structure consists of a gastrovascular cavity, gastrodermis, mesoglia, epidermis, tentacle, mouth, and anus. They are unique because almost all are marine and have cells organized into tissues into 2 body layers. Feed on other animals by staining them with cells called nematocysts and trap them in their tentacles. Use mouth to eat and get rid of waste. Some examples are sea anemones, which consist of coral and jellyfish. Platyhelminthes. This drawing of the structure of the platyhelminthes consists of the brain, eye, sensory bee, ventrolateral nerve, pharynx, mouth, and intestine. Flatworms are examples. What makes these unique is that they are free, living in water, while others are parasites living in other organisms. They have 3 layers of cells and have a body cavity with mouth and anus. They are flat, most are small, but tapeworms in animals may grow to several meters long. Annelida. This drawing of the structure of the annelida consists of the mouth, seta, male pore, clitellum, and anus. Some examples are segmented worms like lugworms, earthworms, and leeches. These are unique because they are aquatic and live in rivers, estuaries, and mud. Others inhabit soil. All have bodies divided into sections called segments. They all have simple gut with a mouth at one end and an anus at the other. Earthworms help fertilize soil because they borrow the soil and bring down organic matter from the surface. Mollusca. This drawing of the structure of the mollusca consists on mantle cavity, stomach, intestine, and anus. Some examples are small organisms, slugs, and snails. Larger marine creatures, giant squid, and octopuses. They are unique because they are the 2nd largest animal phylum, contains over 80,000 species. Many produce an outer shell of calcium carbonate for protection. Arthropoda. This drawing are the basic characteristics of the arthropoda, which are jointed appendages, segmented body, and an external skeleton. They are unique because they all have exoskeleton made of chitin. It's the largest animal phylum, have segmented bodies and jointed limbs for walking, swimming, feeding, or sensing. The exoskeleton places a restriction on their sizes. They are not really big because they must shed their exoskeleton and produce a larger one to grow. Largest is the Japanese spider crab. These crabs are marines, so they have buoyancy, enabling them to move. 1 million arthropods are known, and it is an estimate. There are more that haven't been defined. Some examples are aquatic animals, crustaceans, crabs and lobsters, terrestrial animals, insects, spiders, and scorpions. And the chordata. This drawing of the structure of the chordata consists on notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, post-anal tail, and pharyngeal slits. They are unique because they have a dorsal nerve cord, which is a bundle of nerve fibers connecting the brain to the organs and muscles. A notochord, which is a rod of cartilage supporting the nerve cord, contain pharyngeal slits, which are openings connecting the inside of the pharynx, throat, to the inside. They may be used as gills. All chordates have these four features at some stage of their lives, but most vertebrates only in the embryo. Some examples are humans and other vertebrates. Classes. The 5 classes within phylum Chordata are birds, lay hard-shelled eggs. Eggs contain nutrients for the development of their embryos. They are endothermic. They have feathers that keep them dry and warm, and they lose old feathers and grow new ones. Mammals. Young mammals develop inside the body of their mother, are fed with milk from mammary glands after they are born. They have a 4-chambered heart. They maintain a constant body temperature, and they are endothermic. Reptiles. They are cold-blooded. Eggs are covered by a leathery shell. Eggs contain nutrients for their development of their embryos, inhabit every continent except for Antarctica. The 3 main reptiles are crocodiles, Quamata, and testudens, and they have dry, scaly skin. Amphibians reproduce in water. Their eggs are released into the water and fertilized outside the female's body. Have permeable skin. The 3 types of amphibians are Genophonia, Caudata, and Anura. Some of the most poisonous species are amphibians. Fish reproduce in water, have a hollow nerve cord, 2-chambered heart. They have a digestive tube and a post-anal tail.
The California redwood. Its domain is eukaryote. Kingdom Planto. Phylum Pinophyta. Class Pinopsida. Order Pinales. Family Cuprescae. Genus Sequoia, and species Sempervirens. The Panthera pardus. Its domain is Eukarya. Kingdom Animalia. Phylum Chordata. Class Mammalia. Order Carnivora. Family Felidae. Genus Panthera, and species Panthera pardus.
We hope you enjoyed our Drawing My Life video. We wish you liked it and learned a lot from it. Thank you for watching.